Welcome to our channel Studyopia. Today's topic is meristematic tissue. Before moving into the details, see this video. Meristematic tissues is a group of young, similar and living cells with a thin wall, and they are having a capacity of active cell division which help in a plant to grow in its length. But remember, animal cell doesn't or animal tissue doesn't contain meristematic tissue in it. The meristematic tissue continue adding new cell to the organ and result in their growth. Such tissues are extremely lacking in the animals. Their presence in the plant is responsible for their continuous growth. They have a very thin wall and they are rounded, polygonal, oval or rectangular in shape. Now let us move into detail and understand about tissue and meristematic tissues briefly.
It is a group of cells. It can be of different sizes, okay, different sizes and shape. It is a group of cell performing a similar function. Okay, so it is a group of cell performing a similar function. That means there can be a huge variety of cell. For example, if I give you an example of epidermal cell, we'll find this, it's a little bit rectangular in shape. Okay, and you can see there is no spaces in between. So these are epidermis. Okay, it is a type of a cell which is performing a separate function. Just beneath it you can find a cortex layer. Okay, so cortex layer, it can be anything, like it is having some intercellular spaces and it can be circular, globular, oval shaped, any type of shapes. Mainly it is roundish in shape, and there is some intercellular spaces. Now you can ask me, what is intercellular spaces? Intercellular spaces are this one. You can see this, the spaces that is in between the two cells, intercellular spaces. So these are the spaces. So in the cortex we have, see, tissue can be of two types. Tissue can be of two types. One is meristematic. Little bit funky handwriting, right? It is meristematic, and this one, it will be permanent. Permanent tissue and meristematic tissue. Now what is it? Meristematic tissue deals with the highly actively growing portion. Like for example, if I take an example of a plant, you will see the apical buds. The apical buds, or the apex portion where I am having the flower or a new leaf is going to come out, that portion is much more active than the other part. That means meristematic action is more over there. That means it is a highly active zone, active in cell division. Okay, and in permanent tissues what we have, they are more or less stagnant and permanent in their cell division. They are no more dividing their cells. So meristematic cells can be of different types. Meristematic cells, actually it can lead to a different type of arrangement. Like for example, classification of meristems, if I consider in according to the stage of development, if I classify, okay, so according to the development process, if I consider development, stages of development, there are three types of meristematic tissues, okay, or meristem. First one is the mass meristem. Mass meristem. Okay. So first one is the mass meristem. Now what is actually mass meristem? they are present in the embryo. So embryo means when there is a fertilization taking place in the egg and the male gamete, and there is an embryo formation in the seed. Now this embryo at early stage of development, in a young embryo, all the cells are very much potentially capable of dividing, okay, capable of cell division. So these are known as mass meristem. So normally we see it in embryo, and it is in embryo we find that this area is very actively dividing. So this is mass meristem. Second one is promeristem. Promeristem will be mainly located at the apical portion of the plant. Apical portion means the top portion. If I consider this to be a plant, then the apex portion, this apical portion, will be the highly actively dividing portion, and we say it as a promeristem. These are located in the region of a new growth, okay, where it is a new growth is present. New growth, it can be anywhere. For example, some side branches are there, apex portion of the leaf, or the side branches. From the side branches we have some lateral branches are coming out. So promeristem can be seen from that area, and it is a new growth in the body where the fundamental of the new organs of the part is laid, and they occupy a small area at the tip of the stem. So as I told you, the tip of the stem and the root. Now according to this is done. So what can we say? So just recapitulate. That means there are first of all two type of tissues, that is meristematic and permanent tissue. Meristematic goes for active cell division, that means always the cells are dividing, always it is dividing, okay. And the permanent tissue is stagnant, that means once it is divided, once it has been told to do certain work, it will do only that particular work, not else. But meristematic, continuously it starts to means continue to divide, and they continue to do their work, different functions. Now in the next one we are going to we have discussed that the classification according to the development stages of development. We have two type of meristem. One is mass meristem and other is a promeristem, right? Now mass meristem, actually it is located in the embryo where there is active cell division. As you can understand, embryo has to grow, and it has to grow into a plant, a well developed plant. So in that area it is known as mass meristem, and promeristem means it is located in the new area of growth where the apical meristem at the tip of the shoot and the tip of the root, that means both the side of the plant, there are promeristem which helps to grow them in bunch or in a lateral direction as well. Now we will consider on the mode of origin. If we understand about the origin, means from where it is starting, okay, where is the origin of that particular tissue, according to that also we have some meristems, okay. So first one is the primary meristem. So from the word primary meristem you can understand that it is derived from a promeristem, okay. So it has taken its origin from the promeristem, from a newer area of a growth, and it retains the meristematic activity. It means it understands that it has to go on with the division process, okay. It is located in the apices of the root, that means in the roots apices, at the tip of the root apices, and in the shoot apices as well, okay. So that means and it is represented by apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and intrafascicular meristem. And apical meristem you can understand, that means the apex. Intercalary is actually towards the side. Now if I draw a primordia, if this is the plant with a lateral meristem in it, so this portion is considered to be the apical meristem, okay. And intercalary meristem means this area where this portion is growing, it's an intercalary meristem. And lateral meristem, it comes to this area. Lateral meristem is mainly considered about the width of the girth of the plant, okay. So here it is not needed. We will deal with the lateral meristem in the secondary meristem, okay. So first of all we have to understand about the primary meristem. It is mainly concerned with the apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and intrafascicular meristem, that is Now, vascular cambium or intravascular cambium give rise to secondary permanent tissue. So I have told you that vascular cambium and this intravascular, I have already told you, intra means it is inside something, okay, it is inside, and inter means it is in between the two, okay. So intra means inside. So intravascular cambium means it is inside the vasculature, and it actually deals with the girth and the thickness of the plant, okay. One is in the development in the lengthwise, another in the breadth size. So secondary meristem deals with the breadth size, width of the plant. Now the growth of the activity is actually apical and the intercalary meristem, we talk that to be a primary growth, okay. That means what, when we are talking about a plant to be growing in a length, we say it as a primary growth, okay. So there is primary growth when the plant is developing in lengthwise, but when it is developing in breadthwise, we say it as a secondary growth. Is it clear to you now? So what I have said, that according to the origin of the meristem, we have one meristem, that is the primary meristem. It mainly deals with the two things. That means it has to it takes care of the apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and intravascular meristems, okay. From primary meristem only these things originate. Now apical meristem and intercalary meristem mainly deals with the primary growth, okay. Let me rub this. See, for better understanding, you will understand in this manner. If a plant is there, if a plant is growing in lengthwise manner, it mainly depends upon apical meristem and intercalary meristem, okay. So apical meristem and intercalary meristem, and actually what it does, apical and intercalary meristem, it helps in the lengthwise movement, okay, lengthwise growth, and it is known as primary growth, okay. It is known as primary growth. Whereas if it increases its length in this side, that is in breadth, in width, it is known as secondary growth, and the responsible meristems are intravascular meristem and vascular cambium, okay. Here we will be reading about this in a, okay, it was not visible earlier, please see it now. I'm very sorry. See, now it is, I think it is clear to you, right? So what, okay, for this I am just repeating it again. That means a developmental process, we have mass meristem, it is present in embryo. Promeristem, we see it in the apical apices, apical portions, and according to the origin of the meristem, we have one primary meristem, okay. Now primary meristem comes from the promeristem, which is already I have discussed before, and this primary meristem include three areas, that is apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and intravascular meristem. Now apical meristem and intercalary meristem are mainly concerned with the primary growth of a plant, that means lengthwise, okay. The lengthwise manner it grows. And if we are talking about the girth, the breadth, the width of the plant, then it is a secondary growth for which the two meristems are involved are vascular cambium and intravascular cambium, okay. Now another thing we are going to see now, I hope there is no problem till now. Another is the secondary meristem. I told you secondary meristem, it develops in the primary permanent tissues, okay. Primary permanent tissues, I hope I have already told you about the permanent tissues that no longer divides, right, that no longer divides, and it has a stagnant position, okay. The cell doesn't divide, and the cell division has stopped over there, and it only performs a particular function, okay. Now the permanent tissues give rise to the secondary permanent tissues which add to the girth of the plant, okay. Normally we know that is a cork cambium, okay. The cork that is present in the huge tree, you will find a brown color, very non-living portion of the plant, that is we say normally it's a bark, okay, it's a cork. So that actually it is a secondary growth of a plant, clear. Now let's move on to another thing, another division. Now I will be saying according to the location of the meristem. Okay, so I'm just rubbing this all. So this classification will be according to the location. Now location, according to the location also there are several type of meristem. Okay, so let's talk first about apical meristem. Now I think it is very clear to you that what is the apical meristem. Apical meristem, it is found in the apexes, okay, apices of the plant. Now if I draw a diagram, okay, now see it very carefully. Okay, if you have any doubts, please leave your doubts in the comment box below, okay, so that I can clear off your doubts. See here, apical meristem, it's a very important thing, concepts, and it has to be cleared. Okay, so see this portion, the apical portion means the apex portion of a plant, from where new leaf, new buds is going to come out. So this area is known as apical meristem. Clear? It is known as apical meristem. Fine. Now intercalary, another, according to the position of meristem I am discussing about this. So first one is the apical meristem. It is found at the apices of stem, as well as it is also found in the apices of root, that means in the root apex. Clear? Shoot apex and root apex, and which together constitute the primary body of the plant. Okay, and next one we will talk about is the intercalary meristem. Intercalary means, intercalary is this position. See, okay, so this is intercalary meristematic region. Clear? So these positions are intercalary meristem, not only this area, even in this area also. Okay, so these area are intercalary meristem. Intercalary meristems, they are the portion of apical meristem which is separated from the apex during the growth. Okay, they have separated from the apex during the growth system. Clear? And they also lead to the formation of permanent tissues thereafter. Intercalary meristem also has the same functions as that of the apical meristem. So is it clear to you? Apical meristem and intercalary meristem both share the same function, but actually intercalary, intercalary meristem. So both share the same function, but what happens? Previously it was apical meristem, but when it has grown, okay, the plant has taken its lengthwise growth, the growth system has been divided according to certain sections of the plant. So you can see these portions are the intercalary meristem, whereas apical portion, that is the apex portion, is the apical meristem. And intercalary meristem has the same function as that of the apical meristem. It is usually found at the base of the internode. So you can see it is in the base of the internodes, and in grasses or wheat at the bases of the leaf, in pinus also we find this kind of intercalary meristem very prominently. Okay, another we have the last and the main meristem is the lateral meristem. Lateral meristem is actually found in this region. Lateral means you always understand it's a sidewise. Okay, lateral is not in this horizontal plane, it will divide, it is in the sidewise. So lateral division is this one. Okay, it is the cells are dividing in this manner. Clear? Now let me tell you, give you one example. See, this one I am just making it magnified way. For example, this region and for example this region. Okay, why I am saying how the growth is taking place. If I am magnifying this area, you see, take a cell, for example this is the cell. Okay, and when the cell is dividing in this plane, okay, this plane, all the cells are dividing in this plane. Again a cell has divided and it has taken its due course. Then what is happening? You are seeing that one cell has divided several times, and now we have 4 set of cells, right? 4 set of cells. Now what is there? The length has increased over here. That means when it is taking a division in the horizontal plane, it is dividing and it is actually increasing in length, not in breadth. Clear? Are you getting my point? Now see over here, in lateral cell, in the lateral section, when the cell is dividing in a vertical plane, like for example I am having a cell again, and the cells is continuously dividing in a lateral plane. So one division, then 2, second, third, fourth. Okay, so if the cells are dividing in this manner, then what is happening? You are seeing that the breadth of the breadth of the plant is increasing. That means this is the primary growth, this is the secondary growth. So primary growth leads in a lengthwise development, whereas the lateral growth or the secondary growth leads the plant to grow in breadth, in girth, okay, in the width, in the so I think this is clear to you. Now how many meristem we have understood on the basis of the location? First one was the apical meristem, second was the lateral meristem, third was the second was the intercalary meristem, and third one is the lateral meristem. Clear? So I think this portion is clear to you properly. Yeah? Okay.
I hope you liked the video. So please click on the like button and do not forget to hit the bell icon for our latest videos notification. Subscribe the channel and definitely share it with your friends. Take care. Thank you.